Hi, I'm Doug O'Brien. I want to talk to you about this really cool kind of walking hypnosis. The man I learned this from thought of it as a meditation. Not hypnosis, not trance at all. Meditation for bringing consciousness. Hypnosis you might think of more as, delving into the unconscious. But for me, they're kind of the same exploration. Because, in fact, I know this man who spent years studying with Milton Erickson, actually with Milton Erickson himself, about hypnosis, who then went to India and spent 6 years in an ashram. And he came back saying that the state, the mental, emotional state that Erickson would refer to as a therapeutic trance, he would say was identical to what the meditators over in India refer to as samadhi, where it's not the future, not the past, it's just being here now. Like an open-eyed, wide-awake trance of being not in a trance, not going into the future, not going into the past, but being here now. It's a remarkable place to be. And so I want to teach you this thing called the Breathwalk. That was taught to me by a man named Guru Charan Singh Khalsa, who wrote a book by the same name, Breathwalk, along with a man named Yogi Bhajan. And you can buy that on Amazon. It's got about, I think, 12 or 16 different types of doing breathwalk. I'm going to teach you just 4 here today. I do these pretty regularly, and in classes that I teach it to people. We actually go out for walks and do this along the way. It's kind of a meditation in the tradition of the Sikhs, tradition also of Kundalini Yoga. But I'll show you how it works, and you can play with it in whatever way you want. Now, the way that it works is you're walking. I'm sitting right now, obviously, so I'm going to simulate this. But what you'll do when you go out and do this is actually walk. And as you're walking and taking different steps, you'll be breathing in and out according to the steps. So let's just learn the first breath walk right now. It has a number of things that you've got to do simultaneously. One is you're going to be touching your fingertips, thumb to your fingertips, in order. Always starting from the index finger and going outwards. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, index, middle, ring, pinky. And what you're going to be saying to yourself inside your head are these vowels: sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. You won't be saying it out loud. You'll be sub-vocalizing it, saying it to yourself inside. Sa, ta, na, ma. Now, in case you're curious, Satanama is a derivative of the word Satnam, or the 2 words Satnam, which in Kundalini Yoga means truth manifested. So it's a derivative of that. And we'll play with this more later, but you'll understand that. But it really doesn't matter. It's just kind of a way of focusing your mind so you're not thinking about other things. That's kind of the purpose of mantras, is to keep your mind focused on one thing so that other things don't interfere, don't become distractions. So sa, ta, na, ma, you'll say over and over and over again with each finger. So it's always sa, ta, na, ma. Now, as you're walking, you're taking these steps, you're touching your fingers in time to each step. Okay? And you're breathing in 4 inhales for the first form of the breath walk, 4 inhales for 1 complete breath. So sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Same thing on 4 exhales for a complete exhalation. So first is a quarter inhale, half inhale, 3/4 inhale, full inhale, and then quarter exhale, half exhale, 3/4 exhale, complete exhale. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. You can do this as quickly or as slowly as you like, as keeping pace with whatever footsteps you're taking. So now my hands are up in the air so you can see what I'm doing. When you're walking normally outside, no one will know that you're doing this. You can go for a walk around the mall and no one will know that you're meditating. They'll just think you're going for a walk. You walk along the park. Perfectly beautiful place to do that, and that's my preference, of course, to be out in nature when doing this. What's really fascinating also is that when you do this with your fingertips, you're stimulating your brain. There's reflexology points on your fingertips that are directly linked to your brain. So this is remarkably stimulating experience to do this. So 4 inhales, 4 exhales, sa ta na ma each time. That's the first breath walk, and it's referred to as the eagle. And what they'll tell you is that there are certain responses. I'm not going to tell you what to expect, but you'll notice that with the 4 inhales and 4 exhales, after a while, you're going to feel a certain way. You might be stimulated, might be excited, might be calm, but you'll notice a change. It will certainly be focused, and it will certainly be a very enjoyable experience. Second breath walk was where you just double that up. So instead of 4-part inhalation, it's an 8-part inhalation. And you do sa ta na ma twice for a complete inhale, and sa ta na ma, obviously twice, 8, for a complete exhale. So again, same thing as before, same pace of footsteps, finger per each step, but just do sa ta na ma twice, so 8 inhales, 8 exhales. So if I were not doing this out loud, I was just walking along, you'd see this. In other words, I'd just look like a person walking. Hopefully I was able to do that successfully. Now this one is referred to as the dove. You might guess that because of these animal representations, you might think that this is a little bit more healing, I don't know, peaceful, dove rather than the eagle. Maybe. But again, feel it. See what it's like for you. It's a lot longer inhales, a lot longer exhales, but just see what it's like for you. Now, the other two, we just switch them up. One is where there's a 4 inhales, so you do the same that you did before, 4 inhales, and then 8 long exhales. So again, 4 inhales, then 8 lungs. So it's obviously the same lungs that you're using, but you fill those lungs up on just 4 sections, 4 inhales, sa, ta, na, ma, but then you exhale in a slower rate with 8. Right? So 4 inhales, 8 exhales. 4 inhales, 8 exhales. Make sense? Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta. Same pace for each sa, ta, na, ma, so you just take a lot more air in than the inhales. Makes sense, right? This one is known as the hawk. Again, take that with whatever is just called the hawk. The last one I want to tell you about, I'm sorry, that one is not the hawk. That one is the owl, I believe. Yes, that's the owl. Beg your pardon. So 4 in, 8 out is the owl. The hawk is what we're about to do right now. The hawk is where, obviously, you probably guessed, 8 inhales. So you inhale full on 8, and then you exhale on 4. This one, however, is slightly different. On the exhale this time, instead of sa, ta, na, ma, you actually sub-vocalize and softly say out loud, wa, he, gu, ru. So it will be different. It's not just being quietly, silently said in your head. It's now actually audible. You don't have to do it loud like wa, he, gu. You know, you're just very quiet. Wa, he, gu, ru on your exhale. But it's wa, he, guru. Now, as I told you before, Satanama is a derivative of Satnam, which means, truth manifested, basically. Wahe Guru is kind of an ecstatic expression. Wahe is like, hey, Guru. And the Guru is a teacher of taking from the light, from the darkness to the light, somebody who reveals truth. So this is an ecstatic expression. Wahe Guru is an ecstatic expression of the ecstasy right here in this moment of manifestation of truth. So that's what happens with the Wahe Guru. So it's 8 inhales. Wahe Guru. Wahe Guru. That is the hawk. So these are 4 ways of doing the breath walk. what I'd like to invite you to do is to try these out. Go for a walk. Take 10 minutes. Take 20 minutes. Go for a walk and just pick one for today. Just pick the eagle, the 4 inhales, 4 exhales, and feel what that's like. And then switch to the dove and do 8 inhales, 8 exhales. See what that's like. You'll find that you prefer one or the other depending on your mood and how it changes it and affects it. But there is a difference between them, and you'll notice it. Then try one of the other ones. Try the owl, which is you've got the 4 inhales and 8 exhales. And see what that's like. And then do this one, the hawk. We have long 8 inhales and Waheguru on the exhale. Do that one and see what that one does for you. You will enjoy this very much. And look forward to hearing some feedback on what you find when you discover this for yourself. Thanks for watching.